What is your name?
How old are you?
Where do you live?
Are we testing a test?
How many questions?
Is a test's interpretation a largely statistical problem?
What are your given names?
How many?
Could you speak gently?
Could you teach me an accent that is soft and mild?
Are you sure that love is what you want to gain?
Do you think that psychological measurements involve much more than just giving a test?
Are your parents living?
Do we want to perform a test that everybody can pass?
Is the ideal test one in which practically everyone could obtain some score?
Or which very few could finish?
Are your parents living?
Could you still live with them?
Would you like to move into this room?
Do you like empty rooms?
Or boundless rooms?
How can an examination be made?
Can you remember how many questions I have already asked you until this point, Sandra?
How many buttons do you have on your jacket?
Can you feed yourself or do you prefer to be fed by others?
How many names do you have?
Do you remember then?
Do you usually remember things before they happen?
What do you mean by that?
Do you remember what happened to you yesterday?
Are you feeling a little queer?
How should a normal person be compared to another normal person?
What's your name?
An ideal test should show a distribution of responses grouped symmetrically about the average.
Or questions?
Should you walk to the right?
Do you like empty rooms or boundless rooms?
Should I touch my mouth or should I be quiet?
Should I react to the noise of the bells ring or keep going as if nothing has happened?
Should I touch my mouth or should I touch a part of my body that you cannot identify?
What methods should be followed today?
Are all these images connected or disconnected?
What images are missing?
And words?
Should we eat this or just look at it as it wasn't real?
Do you have a memory problem?
Can all people be measured?
Can all people be evaluated?
Are you average?
Is this a casting or an intelligence test?
How many?
Are some errors excusable?
What about women?
What is the lowest state, intermediate state, and the nearest state of normality?
What about criminals?
What about them?
What is the lowest state?
Are your sisters older than you?
Do you know her name?
What name does she respond to?
Do you know her personally?
Have you ever lived with her in the same space?
With your parents?
Is she able to live a normal life?
Is she capable enough to pursue this test?
Does she need to remember anything?
Do you like the idea of being evaluated?
Does she like the idea of being evaluated?
How old are they?
Are you older than your sisters?
How many?
What is the use of a button?
Before making a decision, what must you do?
When one asks your opinion about another person whom you know only a little, what ought you say?
Can you read while walking backwards?
How many images can you recognize here?
What is an image for you, Sandra?
Could you speak gently?
Are you sure that love is what you want to gain?
Who are you?
When will you be a woman?
When will you be a chrysalis?
At what age is one a soldier?
Are you feeling a little queer?
At what age will you be able to decide?
How does a job form and transform a person?
Can you go with the flow?
How can a job change people's facial expressions over time?
Do you think I have a tendency to lower your mental status in order to emphasize the advantage of the methods I'm applying right now?
Don't you?
Would you like to fit in?
Did she like to fit in?
Don't you think at this point you ought to tell me who you are?
Is it enough to answer just 3 questions?
What made you so awfully clever?
Is your eye as steady as ever?
Could you keep your temper?
Can't remember what things?
Can you repeat the question?
Could you leave space for the missing words?
How many?
Do you think at your age this is right?
Is ignorance the lack of aptitude of certain people?
Or is it an individual failure for which abstract science is not responsible?
Do you think a person is going to be able to recognize a P or a G if you are not a P or a G?
How did facial expressions contribute to the overall gesture of the character?
Are you able to identify a face in my question?
How do you know when one is old?
Are you able to identify an ear in my face?
What kind of stuff is abstract science responsible for?
At what age is one a person?
At what age am I ready to answer questions?
My questions?
In what ways do vocal intonations, accents, or speech patterns indicate the person's background?
How many pebbles do I have in this hand?
The right hand?
In what ways do vocal intonations, accents, or speech patterns indicate the character's social position?
What color is mine?
What can a book cover be made of?
What is a photograph?
Is an image the same as a photograph?
Are you a mother?
And your mother?
Have you been here long?
Is a day longer than a week?
Are you ready to be evaluated?
How many days have passed since you saw your mother?
How many days have passed since you started working on this?
Have you ever been asked to read directions loud?
Do you know what the triangle of sadness is?
Where are you now?
Where were you before coming here?
When you get up tomorrow, will it be morning or evening?
Are you from the US?
Are there other countries other than the US?
Is this country surrounded by water or pebbles?
What does a lack of precision mean in a description?
Should we make the same effort to find out the symptoms as to interpret them?
It is winter?
Would you rather belong to another country?
Where were you before coming here?
How many days have you been teaching this semester?
How many?
Can you touch your left ear?
When you get up tomorrow, will it be morning or evening?
Where are you now?
Do you know what is that one calls his country?
Shall we perform another test?
After grouping the result of this conversation, are we still having the problem of interpreting them?
Are the principles of all classifications illusions?
Can we find a test in which your faculties will never be manifested?
Can we perform a test in which you will not be able to answer any question?
Are your eyes dull?
Are your hands dirty?
Are you feeling a little queer?
Can you conceive of the possibility of suspending this test?
Do you know individuals who seem to be void of sensibility?
Do you know individuals who are without ideas, without proper speech?
Would it be possible that our disagreement today is simply a difference of words or just different nomenclature?
Would you prefer full sentences, short sentences, or monosyllables?
Do you prefer to cry?
Do you think speech is free or easy?
Are you the right fit for this role?
How important is speech to humankind?
Don't know.
Here is the human. Here is the human. Here is the perfect human. We will see the perfect human functioning. We will see the perfect human functioning. How does such a number function? What kind of thing is it? We will look into that. We will investigate that. Now we will see how the perfect human looks and what it can do. This is how an ear looks. And here is a pair of knees. And here a foot. Another ear. Here is an eye. Look at this human's eye. Then a mouth. A mouth and another mouth. Look, the perfect human moving in a room. The perfect human can move in a room. The room is boundless and radiant with light. It is an empty room. Here are no boundaries. Here is nothing. Yes, there he is. Who is he? What can he do? What does he want? Why does he move like that? How does he move like that? Look at him. Look at him now. And now. Look at him all the time. Now the music is gone. No music anymore. The perfect human in a room with no boundaries and with nothing. And a voice saying a few words. This voice saying a few words.
case, D-E-R-A, red hair, gray eyes, one face, 2 ears, 2 hands, 1 mouth, apparently dirty nails. A mute making cooing sounds when not excited. He's not hungry, apparently, but yet carries everything he lays hold of to his mouth, seeming to have a peculiar facility in slowing stones and buttons, but also other objects, like, for instance, a piece of glass. And 2 rings. And 1 tack. And 3 large nails. And 205 pebbles, ranging in size from a grape seed to a shell bark. A few hours later, he swallowed 52 pebbles. So, at another time, he swallowed 168 buttons. And 1 tack. And at another time, he swallowed and passed 41 buttons. And 1 nail. And 1 nut. And 1 iron jack stone. And 1 ring. And 1 stone. A jigsaw puzzle is a piece consistent, it's basically a picture print on wood and cut into various pieces of different shapes that have to be fit together. It is definitely more difficult when you don't know what image you need to recompose. A wooden puzzle is in the silhouette of a human face, might be easy or not, depending, of course, of the expectations. So a very simple, apparently, jigsaw puzzle containing a facial feature broken into pieces was administered to working class immigrants at Ellis Island in New York at the beginning of the 20th century. And this puzzle is currently now housed at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History under glass. The pieces are now all pulled together, resembling a face that we might recognize or not. You just have to mimic what you see in the mirror every day, they used to say to the newcomers. Newcomers, of course, who were probably quite tired and under unsanitary conditions after days of traveling with little food and sleep, facing a future probably of not many friendly faces. So the face on this puzzle features a small mouth, is almost imperceptible, but seems to be smiling. So if the subject is already in the room, you should tell him or her good morning with a smile on your face. Please give him or her your hand with an accentuated gesture so the sign of salutation is clear. There are no mistakes between who is the one administering the test. Please keep your face in place and shake hands. However, if the subject is walking into the room first, you need to address him or her very clearly, facing the chair where you want him or her to sit down. After that, make him or her get up, shut the door, send him or her away, call him or her back. Many commands, but imitation of a simple gesture is accomplished by fixing his or her attention by repeating several times, "Look at my face carefully," and when his or her attention is gained, by saying, "Do as I do." You should touch your face, change your expression, move your eyes, your nose, and stop smiling eventually. Ask him or her to imitate. All this mimicry must be conducted as a play. After that, let's try to put together the pieces of a puzzle that should be on the table. Put all the pieces together imitating a facial landscape, or put all the pieces together imitating a landscape with no faces. However, it was Howard Knox, a physician, assistant surgeon, and not a philosopher, not even a radio broadcaster, who developed the feature profile test at Ellis Islands, again at the beginning of the 20th century. The puzzle represents a sort of progressive reform, apparently. Previously, the Public Health Service measured intelligence using traditional intelligence tests, which required cultural and linguistic knowledge that many working-class immigrants did not possess. This test relies on a more universal understanding. Around the world, heads, noses, mouths, and ears are always located in the same place. And it could be administered with minimal use of language. Not a speech was necessary, ideally by use of pantomime alone on the part of both the examiner and the examinee. The idea was that even if the face they had to reassemble was slightly abstract, that might create an empathic relationship with the gesture and mood, so they will be able to resolve it. Ultimately, a face is just a face.
Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm your right hand, you might say. I won't tell you my name, because you'd probably forget it. And if you told me yours, I'd never remember it. You see, I have a memory problem. Now, there's nothing wrong with a memory problem. That is, if you don't have to remember anything. But it so happens that I have a few things to remember every day. For instance, I have to remember to go to the bank before 3 o'clock today. So I've decided to try the greatest memory invention since the development of the mind. Namely, the memory chain. What is the memory chain, you may well ask? Well, if I want to remember to get to the bank before 3, I simply have to try to picture an unusual or ridiculous association of the important elements. In this case, the bank and its closing time combine in a money clock. And who would forget a money clock? Let's suppose you had to remember a shopping list. And let's suppose the first item on that list was a jar of olives. You could picture those olives one way or another, but not find anything unusual or memorable about them. But if you combine them in an unusual way with the second item on your list, coffee, you would never forget the combination. The key to the memory chain technique is the juxtaposition of elements in a striking way. However mundane or ordinary the single item, the items in combination become unusual, strange, surprising, exciting, funny, ridiculous, or disgusting, and therefore unforgettable. Suppose you have to remember a doctor's appointment after shopping. The memory chain method teaches us to connect your last item with the appointment. If you have to go to the doctor after shopping, you might try to visualize a bunch of celery in your doctor's office. That way, just looking at your groceries will remind you of your appointment. It's time for me to go now. I just remembered an urgent appointment. I guess I don't need this string anymore. So long. Oh, one more thing. There was something else about this string.
What is her name?
When was she born?
How long has she been living here?
What are her given names?
How many?
Could you speak gently?
What's her name?
Did her birth involve a prolonged instrumental delivery?
If we can have all parties connected, could you please raise your right hand?
How many names do you have?
Do you remember them?
Names?
Body parts?
Do you usually remember things before they happen?
Do you know how many fingers you have on your hand?
And scars?
Over the 2-week holiday, a lady came into my home for 4 hours a day, sat me down and did a psych and intelligence test on me. It took forever.
It took forever.
Have you been here long enough?
Is a day longer than a week?
My mother called me basically saying that I had failed the test or whatever.
Whatever.
I want to end this without having to be evaluated.
What did she say? Was she able to speak gently?
It's your mom, Brittany. I'm sorry, you have to listen to your doctors. They are planning to send you to a small home in Beverly Hills to do a rehab program that we're going to make up for you.
How many hours have you been here?
How many pebbles do you hold in your hand?
The right hand?
I packed my bags and I went to this new place. I picked a room. I worked 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar situation is called sex trafficking, making anyone work against their will, taking away all their possessions.
Do they take your possessions away?
3 credit cards, $1,000 in cash, 2 phones, 1 passport, 2 cars.
Do you recognize the parts of your body?
And the ears?
Do you know where your ears are located?
And your scars?
Can you recognize what is inside you?
Feelings?
Can you feel what is inside of you?
They watch me change every day, naked, morning, noon, and night. They looked at my face, my breasts, my back, my private parts.
Your body?
I had no privacy. I worked from 8 to 6 at night, which is 10 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Were your eyes getting dull?
Do you like the idea of being evaluated?
Does she like the idea of being evaluated?
I was told I have to sit down and be evaluated again if I wanted to end the conservatorship. I don't think I owe anyone to be evaluated. I've done more than enough.
Can you walk out of the room and come back?
I don't feel like I should even be in a room with anyone who would offend me by trying to question my intelligence.
But what is your wish?
It is my wish and my dream for all of this to end without being tested again.
How many questions?
I have the right to use my voice and to stand up for myself.
Do you think a speech is free or easy?
I've been so angry, I cried every day.
Can you perform your job?
I want to end the conservatorship without having to be evaluated.
What kind of job could you perform?
How many hours?
How many days have passed since you saw your mother?
I don't want to do that. I haven't done anything wrong. It is not okay to force me to answer all these questions.
Do you know what is a triangle of sadness?
They said Carrie Buck possessed good physical health and strength. The sterilization would allow her to leave the colony in which she was isolated and enjoy the liberty and blessings of outdoor life. She could become self-supporting and relieve the Commonwealth of Virginia of the burden of supporting her under custodial care.
Did she care?
For how long?
Can you do as I do?
I think they've done a good job of exploiting my body and, in a way, my life. I feel like it should be an open court hearing, not a private endeavor.
Are these materials today used strictly for research, teaching, or performing, Sandra?
Is the examiner or the examinee taking full responsibility for the use of this material?
Are you accrediting the source?
Who is the source?
Is the source the same as the subject?
Is an image the same as a photograph?
Is the source reliable?
We don't know, obviously, what Miss Spears is going to say, but if what she's going to say may impact her medical privacy and her own body, my client does not hold those medical privacy rights and would ask that we please seal the transcript and clear the courtroom so that we can preserve those medical rights private.
Do you want this to be an open hearing?
Is the source a document, a person, an image, a standard test?
But what about women?
What about her?
Did you know at the time what was happening?
What is the scar on your stomach?
What is her name?
When was she born?
As far as I know, they don't remove an appendix from its stomach.
They told you what they did?
Are your parents living?
Could you still live with them?
Would you like to move into the room?
Do you like empty rooms?
Or boundless rooms?
How can the examination be made?
Do they remove everything?
1 inch of a tube is missing.
Are all people measurable?
It took 1 minute for them to wreck my life.
Where are you?
On the ground.
Do you really know how to answer this test?
It took me 20 years to realize that I was sterilized and nothing could be done.
Did you get me on video?
Did any of the audience members have anything they wanted to ask before we go to Miss Spears?
Right hand?
Do you like empty rooms?
Or boundless rooms?
I started rehearsing early. This is the timeline and this is how it's going to go, they said. I rehearsed 4 to 6 days a week. I was basically directing most of the show and actually did most of the choreography.
Can she synchronize her movement?
Did you teach your dancers how to move their bodies in a choreographic way?
I take everything I do very seriously.
Should you walk to the right?
Should I touch my mouth or should I keep my mind quiet?
Should I touch my mouth or should I touch a part of my body that you cannot identify?
How many days?
It's funny to hear my parents' side of the story. They all said I wasn't participating in rehearsals.
Yes, but at what age is one a person?
At what age am I ready to answer your questions?
My questions?
You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months.
Are your parents living?
Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad. My family did nothing.
You still live with them?
I want to petition to end the conservatorship, but once again, I do not want to be evaluated, to be sat down in an empty room as they did to me before. I want to delete my memories and forget them.
Can you conceive the possibility of suspending this test?
Do you know individuals who seem to be void of sensibility?
Would it be possible that our disagreement today is simply a difference of words or a different nomenclature?
I think it's obvious to me that we have a disagreement between my client and the conservator of the person as to her current care plan. And so it seems to me that the simple way to resolve that issue is to have the conservator of the person file a proposed care plan, set it for hearing, and have my client had a chance to address it and deal with it.
Would you prefer full sentence, short sentence, or monosyllables?
At what age did you begin to talk?
And dance?
Do you take proper notice of things?
Does she recognize the difference between language and command?
Could you recognize my face?
Would you like to be outside of the room?
Do you remember what kind of objects you see through this window?
Do you need to create a chain?
And scars?
Do you know individuals who are without ideas or without proper speech?
I want to say that Miss Buck is possessed of good physical health and strength, and if by sterilization she is made incapable of childbearing, she could leave the colony and enjoy the liberty and blessings of outdoor life, become even self-supporting.
Did your face or mood change after this test?
And after performing your job?
Are you feeling alone?
I have an IUD inside of myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to take the IUD out so I could start having another baby. But this so-called team won't let me go to the doctor to take it out because they don't want me to have any more children. I deserve to have a life. I deserve to have the same rights as anybody by having a child, a family, and more.
Do you care to say anything about having this operation performed on you?
No, I do not. It is up to my people.
Can you tell us what was the trouble with her?
Taking into consideration all of your knowledge, is it your opinion that it would be better, both for her and for society, if she is rendered incapable of childbearing in the way suggested?
There is a look about her that is not quite normal, but just what it is. I cannot tell.
Is this the best thing that can be done for them?
For whom?
In what way would you say the welfare of society would be promoted by it?
How many pairs?
A normal exception to the condition of 6 fingers is the ordinary condition of 5 fingers. That is the dominant and the recessive characteristic.
Are we really interested in fingers?
I should have narrowed my question to what you have discovered as regards to her body.
But the blood is bad.
Did you perform any intelligence tests on Miss Bucks to determine her mental capacity?
Did she like to be evaluated?
Can you keep yourself in a community at large?
What is a socially inadequate person?
What about women?
What about her?
What do you mean by an inadequate society?
Do you think her welfare can be promoted by this operation?
Well, every human being craves liberty. She would get that under supervision. She would not have a feeling of dependence. She would be farming her own livelihood and would get some pleasure out of life, which would be denied to her if she needs to spend her life in custodial care.
The pleasure.
What do you mean by society?
It will be a blessing.
To whom?
How many?
Do they know what the enjoyment of life and the peaceful pursuit of happiness mean outside the walls of an institution?
It is not supposed to interfere with their sexual passions.
At no point prior to the operation did the children or their mother see or talk with the doctor who performed the operation or any other physician. At no point prior to the operation did any physician discuss with the girls or their parents the nature or consequences of the surgery to which Mary and Alice were about to be subjected.
But would you prefer full sentence, short sentence, or monosyllables?
Miss Wooten stated that the nurse tried to communicate with the detained immigrants and speak Spanish by simply Googling Spanish, or by asking another detained immigrant to help interpret rather than using the language line as medical staff are supposed to.
Would you prefer full sentence or monosyllables?
Do you prefer to cry?
Do you think a speech is free or easy?
Are you the right fit for this role?
How important is a speech to humankind?
I mean, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Let's try. Oh yeah, that's the thing. As I think it's also through the pixelation, because it's difficult to identify things sometimes in body parts. Okay. Might go there. Somewhere there and no. Really no. How you feel? It's like
No.
Definitely not. Oh yeah, what this one? This one.
This one?
No.
No. This one?
Yeah, I think that's ghosty. I constantly putting this piece here, but it's not.
Is that it? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The texture isn't right, no.
So you're following the texture.
This is the right piece.
Yeah.
But where? Not here.
Not here, but that's the right piece. It should be like perhaps
No.
No. Ah.
No. Oops. Maybe this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How that can be possible? I mean.
Damn. Let's swap that cue.
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, no. But. Hey, I think this is definitely here.
Huh?
This one is definitely there, but almost. I think this part is definitely done. Es el lóbulo de la
What the
oreja.
hell?
Es el lóbulo de la oreja aquí.
Wait.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, we have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
like
out
this.
of our own patterns. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think so, no?
I think this is a different ear from that.
Yeah. Oh, look,
Yes,
this is
yes,
right.
yes.
This is right.
Yes.
This is totally right. And
Here, I'll let you.
you let me. Okay, let's see.
No.
You think it's... Yeah. No, definitely not. I think it should be... Exit, I think it's this.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and now I'm going to... No, let's flip it up this way, I guess. We can try again. And again. And let's see what's happened if we do this way and now. So we can try. At least they're all from the same thing.
That's real
We
simple.
can try to fix it. Let me try. Let me see, this goes with this. Ah,